Folks, Randy here, Dulin Cut Trim. So I'm trying something different here, or something I haven't tried in a couple of years. I'm gonna see if I can do like a vlog type thing. Tuesday, I'm assuming I'll probably put this up like on Friday. And I think we've got like 13 on the schedule, so we'll see what happens. I'll just take you through the day. I normally am on the first property at 7. It's currently 7:15 now, and I'm about 5 minutes away from that first lawn. Honestly, man, it's like darker. It's like staying darker longer, and so it's kind of messes with your head, you know. Like I can mow at 7, there would still be light enough, but like it being dark outside kind of messes with your mind, you know. Like during the summer, I mean, like I'm outside at like 5:30 and it's, you know, full sunlight basically at that time. So we head to the first one. I'm kind of curious to see if we end up skipping any, because we've been skipping a lot. Yesterday, because you know the season's winding down, yesterday, Monday, I had 10 on the schedule and only ended up doing 6 of them, so we'll see what happens. Alright, pulling up to the first one. Yes, they do. Are there any techies watching this? How come sometimes when I go to power on my GoPro, it will not power on, but if I take the battery out and put it back in, then it works perfect? It drives me nuts. Alright, so we're gonna do this one next. Honestly, it's like definitely slowing down, but their weeds need to be cut. Their grass seems fine, but the weeds definitely need to be cut. I'm not going to take you long for the trimming, but you can mow with me. Oh, gotta love it. So that lawn took me 17 minutes and I made 45. guess. There's a lot of pros and a lot of cons to running a business where you don't really meet your customers. One of the cons is you can end up talking to your customer and not even know it's them. I just got done mowing that property, and I was starting to blow it off, and this guy walks up behind me and like walking up the driveway, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, hi, how can I help you? You finishing up?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, that's a weird question to ask. And then he just walks right past me to the door, and I'm like, what? And then he like pulls his key out, goes in, closes the door. I was like, oh, that's the guy that owns the house. I've only met him once, but he was in his car, and honestly, that was 2 years ago. And so I didn't recognize him at all. I had no idea who that was. That's really funny. Yeah, so just drove by two that were right next to each other, and they did not need to be mowed at all, so skipped them. But actually, this one that I'm driving up to now, actually the video of me servicing this property is going live on the channel Thursday. This video is getting posted Friday, so it's like I'm telling you in the past something that's going to happen in my future, but your past. And this one has not grown at all either, so 3 skips. Score. Oh, that's $105 I am not making today. And just skip number 4. Daggone it. Okay, so we're at the property for a new customer who was kind enough to tell me that their property was severely overgrown, and I don't know if you could see that or not, but man, they weren't kidding. Actually, I think they might be coming out to say hi here in a second, so but I'm just going to check to make sure the card's on file. Hello. Ooh, that was interesting. So I went to charge the customer's card, and it got declined. And I was like, I had a feeling. So I knocked on her door and was like, hey, card you had on file was declined. And she said, oh, really? Oh. As she said, let me find another card. That's code for, I knew there was not any money on that card. I was hoping you were going to run it once you were done. I mean, she seemed like a nice enough lady. But man, that yard was, she told me it was overgrown, and I told her it was probably fine. I was wrong. I should have charged her extra for that one. Man, it was really bad. I'm not horrible. It's a $45 lawn. I got it done in 40 minutes. So not awful, but not great either. So only got 2 left. Let's see if they need to be cut. This has been a skippy day. So I wanted to tell you guys about something I did or tried to do recently, because I'm not really into the drama stuff, so I'm not going to say any names. But you know, there's a couple channels that do these things called grow streams, you know, and I didn't really understand what they were. So I actually sat down and watched one, and at one point the guy explains what it is, where you basically during the live stream you can pay, you know, do a super chat, and depending on how much you pay depends on what they do, but you know, you do the super chat thing, and you know, they'll shout out your channel, and they'll, I guess, somehow put a link, you know, telling, you know, like showing people where to go, where they can find your channel. And the idea is like your subscriber numbers will go up. So I was like, my first thought when I heard that, I was like, I don't think that actually works. But then I was like, well, how? I mean, maybe it does. I have no idea. And I was like, that would be an interesting video idea. And so I decided I was going to do it the next time I saw one of these guys was doing it. And so, and I'm going to try and intersperse some clips. So when the guy was doing it, and I'm not showing you who this guy was. You can probably figure it out, but I'm not going to show. So he goes to do the live stream, and so I thought that was weird. It wouldn't let me do it. It wouldn't let me do anything. So I started thinking about it. I was like, you know, I've heard this guy blocks a lot of people. I can't think of any reason off the top of my head why he would have blocked me, but you know. So I switched my account. I switched the accounts. Went to like another Gmail account I have. Searched for the channel. The live stream was still going, and attempted to do the super chat again. And this is what happened. So I'm not being like, oh, conspiracy theories, you know, super whatever. It seems obvious to me that he blocked me. That's what it looks like to me. So I wasn't able to do that video. There's another guy that does it that doesn't have as many subscribers. So I'm going to see if I can do it on his. You know, I mean, it did kind of put like a bad taste in my mouth, the fact that the guy that, I mean, I don't want to say he blocked me. Maybe something else is going on. But, you know, I commented on the video, not doing the super chat, just regular comment, you know, saying like, oh, you know, I can't super chat for some reason, and they didn't, you know, nobody responded, which I know that's how it works with YouTube. When you're blocked, you're not actually blocked, you're just hidden, so you can comment and whatever, but it's not going to show up anywhere. No one else will be able to see it except for you. So I think that's what happened. I don't know. So I do think that I wish somebody would do that video though, like kind of like this is how many subscribers I had before this thing, this is how many I had by the end of it. I think that'd be interesting to see, but guess we'll never know unless I can do it on that other guy's channel. We'll see. Last lawn of the day is also getting skipped. Bummer. But, you know, on the bright side, let's see. How many did we skip? All jobs. One, how much money did we skip? 35, 70, 105, 140. So I guess, yeah, I mean, actually we did good. It's 12:15, so I was on the first lawn 5 hours ago, and you know, did $400. $400 5 hours ain't bad. I can go home and hang out with my wife the rest of the day. So I guess we're gonna end it here. This is Randy with Dulin Cut Trim. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know in the comments below, and I'll make some more of these. Just kind of playing around, learning different ways of filming stuff on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this camera off and get to uploading all the videos to the editor. So, ready with Dulin Cut Trim. Have a good one.